one. Here we go. Oh man, these probably aren't as interesting as we think they are, but we're recording it anyway.
This is gonna be totally fucking interesting. I'm all about interesting things. Okay, so
yeah, what were you telling me just before? I was like, wait.
So this crazy Xbox One thing, right? So with the Xbox, Microsoft decided in its infinite wisdom that they were going to release like a day one edition. So
I just figured it out. We're putting this on YouTube right after any of this.
Nice. So yeah, way to interrupt my story. It's Xbox One Day One Edition. Nothing spectacular. It's the same thing, but there's a couple of differences. And the major thing is that you get a Day One achievement. It's like a voucher code, and it's literally an achievement. I don't know if it's worth like 1,000 gamer points or what it's worth. But apparently people are like selling the voucher for like an insane amount of money. I'm just looking I'm just looking on eBay right now.
Oh, is that the thing that makes it so you can get like the day one character exclusive in like not Kingdom Hearts, Killer Instinct 3?
No, it's just like an achievement.
Oh, they're selling the achievement? Okay, because apparently the first shipping of like points cards, like Microsoft points for money, like to buy games. Well, apparently, if you buy one of the first printing ones, it unlocks a character in and Fanfi showed up, but it unlocks a character in Killer Instinct, like Dark Jago or something, and nobody else can get it unless you get one of those points cards and like load it to your Microsoft account.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that fucked?
Yeah, maybe.
Whenever something to do with that, but I doubt it. But that still sounds stupid, though. It's a day one achievement just for getting like a first gen Xbox One.
Yeah. Oh, and the controller. It has day one 2013 written in the center of it, and it looks really stupid. And then it has like a silver D-pad. Like right now, I'm looking on eBay right now. It says Xbox One Day One Edition controller, achievement, and live, and it says $250.
Wow. That's the starting bid? Just for the achievement?
Yeah, let's see. For sale is an Xbox One Edition controller. Oh, the bot. Okay, so you get everything but the console and the Kinect.
Okay. Wow. That's pretty lame.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking dumb. But anyways.
Yeah, and they're going to use that to buy more controllers.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I've said that, I had this conversation today at work too. Like, Xbox One, it looks kind of interesting, but right now it doesn't warrant the price that it's at.
Right.
And and I'm pretty sure that Microsoft has kept everything proprietary. So I mean, if the Kinect has a proprietary connection, what's to say that the hard drives are going to be proprietary, right? So.
Right. Oh, nobody knows yet. Nobody's cracked it open yet.
Probably not. They're probably too scared because Microsoft might like fucking send SWAT teams at your door and be like, "What the fuck are you doing to our console?"
Wow. Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah. So, that's my shtick about Xbox One. But there are games that I want to try. Like, I
want to try Son of Rome.
That game looks fantastic. It's it looks like I want to say like God of War with the camera perspective of like Resident Evil, because I was watching some gameplay of it today and it looks fucking sick.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know. I just like the concept of it. I mean, fucking get to be a Spartan, man. Why not?
Yeah, there's not enough games where you could be Spartan. God of War aside, last game that I've played where you play as a Spartan was Spartan Total Warrior on the PS2.
That game was legit. I remember playing that.
I
have fond memories of that one.
Yeah, I never really maybe I'll bust it open. I'm like a couple of missions.
No, I just beat not Assassin's Creed, but God of War Ascension even recently, and it was okay. But like I'm kind of like jonesing for like something new, set in those times. Even though God of War is like all about mythical shit, and this is gonna be more realistic. But something different set in that time period.
Yeah, I know it's like the same period as like the Spartans and stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool like Xbox One launch titles. I'm gonna say this right out of I don't want to go back on the Xbox One, but I'm just going to say this. Like, if I had to compare launches, and I've said this before, it's that the Xbox One has the stronger launch, but it's all going to diverge in like the next few months. You're just going to see two completely different paths, and is it going to be Sony that's going to survive the long haul, or is it going to be Microsoft or even Nintendo really? Because Nintendo, like I was having this conversation with my cousin earlier actually too. I think like Nintendo should be winning the console war right now, and that's like a pretty bold statement, but
like. I like how, but you know what? Maybe they shouldn't, because they're not exactly making good decisions right now. And I mean, they're like Reggie. What did he tweet the other day? He's like, "Oh, Xbox One is coming out, but I know you'll all be buying, or you should be buying like Zelda." And they're acting like nothing's wrong with the Wii U right now. And like they're not in enough homes, and there's not enough support from third parties, and the support that they have is really shitty. I mean, like Arkham Origins. Not that anybody cares, because the multiplayer sucks in Arkham Origins, but like they totally cut it from the from the Wii U version. Like, what does that say? Why would you pay full price for a game that's like pretty much half there? Let's say.
yeah, no, exactly. But if you put it back into perspective, like, could you imagine if Nintendo actually made good business decisions, that would put them way ahead of the game? Because let's compare consoles for a second. So, especially the PS4, because the PS4 is going to be an easy target for this one. But if you look at the controller, the PlayStation 4, it has a speaker on the controller, and what had that? The Wiimote.
Yeah, that's on which?
On the PlayStation 4 controller.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There's a speaker on the controller, and who had that? The Wiimote.
What does a touchpad do?
It's like a swipe thing. The game that I have that uses it is Killzone, and it just like does some basic menu functions. I'm not sure which games utilizes it the best right now, but Killzone uses it. That's about it. I think Assassin's Creed 4 uses it too, but I'm not too sure to what extent.
Okay.
And the whole like Vita streaming thing, so like the ability to play your games on the Vita is a really cool feature, but Nintendo has that too with the Wii U with the double screen. It's like the same thing.
Well, yeah, that's true, except it's like a proprietary thing that's part of the console. It works a little bit differently.
Yeah, but no, it's ultimately achieving the same effect. Either you can play the games on the Vita, which acts as your second screen.
Is that compatible with everything?
Not all games.
Okay.
Just some. But yeah, like it acts as a second screen, or if you don't want to play on your TV and you want to play Killzone Shadowfall on your Vita, like that's what it does. But that's essentially what the Wii U does right now. Like, so you can clearly see that companies are just stealing off of each other.
Yeah, I know. Well, I don't know, but it seems like PS4, like it seems like Sony's outselling Nintendo, which is good, because I want Sony to stick around in the game market. But I mean, I want to see Nintendo thrive too, and I don't want to see them. Like, I know there's rumors that Nintendo's going to drop the Wii U, which I doubt is going to happen. But I mean, like, the Wii U's not doing anything for them right now.
I don't know. Like, I think that's gonna stay in the rumor mill. It's gonna stay in the blender for a little bit, because like Nintendo, if the Wii U is like truly going downhill, okay, let's just put this into perspective.
Yeah.
If the Wii U is truly going downhill, would we have Super Mario 3D World? I don't think so. Would we have Bayonetta 2? Probably not. You know what I mean? Like, will we have those games that are coming out? Probably not. So I don't think Nintendo is going anywhere fast, and I think people are just jumping the gun too quickly, and the world is full of assumptions and people assume, but that's just me.
Because, like, the word on the street is that the 3DS is keeping them afloat, which I totally see, because anytime I have to choose between buying a game for my Wii U or my 3DS, it's always my 3DS. Like, I don't know what's going on with that console. I don't know if it's just Nintendo's pumping out more on the 3DS, and it's all quality. Like, it's all quality on the Wii U as well, but I mean, it's a little bit more staggered on the Wii U. I guess it just takes longer to develop like a full HD title. I guess they weren't anticipating that, because didn't a bunch of stuff get pushed back?
To a degree, but I mean, pushing back is kind of like the norm. So I mean, I'm not too concerned. It's just like I don't understand the gaps for like, especially in Nintendo's case for the Wii U. I don't understand the gaps of
Yeah.
like between releases. You know what I mean? It's just like, let's just release a bunch of ports and then release a couple of good first party titles. And then let's not release anything for like a year. And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, Pikmin 3 comes out, and then now we're getting some more, third party support and all that stuff. And it's just like these weird gaps that don't make a whole lot of sense.
Well, I think what the biggest problem with the Wii U is, like, I know they can't lower the price anymore, but it's definitely the price point because, like, the Wii was such a like cheap little console. What was it, like $250 when it came out, $300?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like super cheap.
it was super cheap. Oh, $249, I think, and like it was super cheap. You know, and like no, I think it was like 200. Anyway, the Wii U is like $300. It's a little bit more than the Wii, and I think like the install base for the Wii, like grandma and like families, they're like,
Yeah,
why would we get a Wii U when all this shovelware, which is what we're pretty much primarily interested in, like that whole casual gamer like demographic, that's what they're interested in, is all that shovelware that like the core gamers could give two shits about. So I think that's the problem, is there's still too many like shovelware games on the Wii, and like nobody migrated from that demographic.
yeah. Well, another thing too, and I'm pretty sure I've stated this in like a lot of conversations, is like the Wii U is confusing. It's literally confusing because like even the name itself, like it's like Wii U, like that's really confusing. And I understand what Nintendo was going for with it, but they like pumped so much time and effort into the marketing of the controller that they forgot to mention that, oh hey, we're making a console, not just a controller, and not just like an attachment for your Wii. You know what I mean? Because like, let's face it, let's go back to when they first announced the Wii U. Everybody thought it was like an extension of the Wii, which confused the heck out of a lot of people. And like even today, even in today, the Wii's been out for what, a year now, and people are like, was that like an extension of the Wii kind of a deal? Like people still get confused.
Oh,
So,
really? Yeah, and that's
oh
like
yeah, like
majority of like casual gamers, right?
yeah.
Who don't care. Yeah,
Well,
like
and I think another thing that's like kind of hurts too is like you can't buy those tablet controllers separately because they cost so damn much to make. Like Nintendo, it costs Nintendo more to make those friggin' tablet controllers, as awesome as they are, than to like make the actual console.
yeah.
You know
And
what I mean?
I mean, like those things work really well, and there's like almost no latency between the controller and the console. Like you can, but you can't go too far with them, unfortunately. But like other than that, though, like there's no delay, and it feels really good and really nice. But right now, mine's like a dedicated Netflix player because I moved the PS3 into the man
Oh,
cave. So
I think like the tablet controller is nice. I enjoy it for what it is, but I think Nintendo, if they would have like changed their approach to the controller design, maybe, and just like sell it as a console and not just a controller, I think they would have had a lot more potential. Like, because I like the tablet controller is like comfortable, but at the same time it's clunky, so it's almost like counterintuitive.
yeah, and I feel like when I actually sit down to play like Assassin's Creed 4 or like a core game on it that's not like a Mario game, I'm gonna feel like weird about it. It's
Yeah.
gonna feel weird. Like it's really big, and and I'm gonna have to get a pro controller to remedy that before I really like dig into like a proper game. Because like I tried out New Super Mario 3D World or whatever,
Yeah.
or Mario 3D World. I forget what the fuck it's called. Anyway, and you can just play it with a nunchuck and like Wiimote, or you can play with like a Wiimote like as if it was a NES controller. So like
Okay.
that's fine. You don't need the tablet. Uh, like in co-op anyway. I don't know about one player. You probably need the tablet the whole time.
Can you use a game like a gamepad pro controller? Because I got one.
That's a good question, and I am not sure. On the back
Nice.
of the box, I remember it be like showing just a Wiimote and then a Wiimote nunchuck, but probably. I mean, I don't see why not. There's no motion controls, at least in the first two worlds. I don't think.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. I think.
I don't know if you can use it for one player though, because there's parts where you need the second screen to like do stuff, like to point and like there's a part where you're scaling like a like blocks or whatever, like a mountain, and then like the person with the tablet has to like point at them and like press like the A button or whatever to make more platforms like come out. So you might need it in single player. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I could tell you that like the Gamepad Pro, like not a lot of games support it, which is like really unfortunate. But it's like a godsend when it comes to like certain types of games. Like if you play Ninja Gaiden, Razor's Edge, or whatever the hell it is, like it's so much better than the tablet just because that game is so fast paced.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I know Super Mario Brothers U, they had a patch. When that Luigi U game came out, they released a patch to play with the Gamepad Pro, and Mario plays a lot better. I mean, sure, you don't have the functionality of the Gamepad, but honestly,
right.
I was laying platforms.
Oh yeah, it
yeah,
totally feels smoother. I could see that. Like in a game like Monster Hunter, it's cool to have the map on the bottom screen, but like you don't need it there. And using the Gamepad Pro just works a whole lot better. In some instances, unless you really want that map there, which I still think is a legitimately good idea, and like I wish they would release like a Final Fantasy or like like some kind of RPG on it. I don't know if there are any RPGs on the Wii U right now actually, but that would be cool to have like your map screen and your inventory, and you could do shit on the fly and like.
Yeah. Well, I don't think there's any currently, but I'm sure there's some in development, like.
Yeah, like they're gonna make that EB exclusive fucking what do you call it there? The sequel to Xenoblade Chronicles or something. Charge $90 for used copies. But they're gonna make a sequel to that and it'll use it maybe.
You know what? I watched the trailer for that, and that game, it's gonna be awesome. It really is. It totally has like a. Like, I know it has Xeno in the title, but it's totally going to have, like, a Xenogears kind of flair to it, just because it's going to be open world, and then there's, like, mechs, and then there's, like, crazy fucking fighting and all this crazy stuff, and
right.
I think it's truly going to show what the Wii U can do. I think now we're going to get to the point where Nintendo is like, okay, the new consoles are out, so now let's start pumping out the stuff, and maybe that's why they were waiting. Maybe despite all the crazy, like, backlash and all the negative stuff, maybe they were just waiting. They were like, okay, let's just, like, soften it up, and then now that the Xbox One and the PS4 is out, we gotta blast the heavy guns, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but they weren't even really, like, at a simmer, like, they were more, like, at a keeping the food warm in the microwave, kind of. They didn't really bring the heat, like, last year, you know what I mean? Like, I was all excited to get my Wii U, and, like, we played Mario U, and Zombie U and Nintendo Land, and they're all good and everything. And I have Monster Hunter. I haven't really sat down with that yet. I'm sure that's gonna be a huge time sink when I do get around with it.
Yeah.
Round to it. But I mean, like, there's nothing really gripping me to that console right now. And I mean, like, even Monster Hunter, Mario U's okay, but it's not the console seller that I thought it was gonna be.
I didn't think it was going to be a console seller to begin with. I mean, it's literally the same Mario game that we had last year. But I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing though, because like people will play it, people love their Mario. It's just more of the same.
It's tried and true. If anything, I was more impressed with Super Mario 3D Land on the 3DS, and when I got my 3DS, that game like made me happy to have my 3DS. Nothing on the Wii U really stood out to me. Nintendo Land was a decent, like, it's a good collection of mini games, but I mean, the first time people come over and you're like, oh, we got the Wii U, and they're like, let's try Nintendo Land, they're all happy and stuff, but then the next time they come over, nobody thinks about it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the heck. Oh yeah, well, that's like the thing with Nintendo, at least what I've noticed for like the Wii and the Wii U, like, you have to, like, kind of search for the titles that are good. And I don't think you should do that. I think I think Nintendo should just, like, stand behind the product, bring us back the Nintendo seal of approval, and, like, just, like, go to town. because there are good games on the Wii U. You just have to find them. I mean, I can go through my Wii U collection right now and tell you that every game that I have is, you know, from decent to like pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So, you know, like Lego City Undercover is good. Pikmin 3 I haven't played yet. Wonderful 101. Sorry, that game is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I need to pick that one up, but again, I'm pretty sure something came out on the 3DS around the same time that I was like, gotta have that.
Yeah.
Keeps like Nintendo's like competing with themselves, at least in my case. Like, yeah, they announced like one good thing on the Wii U and then like 5 good things on the 3DS, and like I picked those up instead. Like even. Everybody thought Arkham Origins Blackgate was going to be a big piece of shit, but you know what? It's actually a pretty good Metroidvania style game. Although anytime you kind of like find a secret, it marks it on your map, so you don't really have to remember anything except like you have to find clues to crimes which don't even have any bearing on anything that don't show up, but like all the secrets, like all the Wayne Tech upgrades, like appear on the map.
Okay.
So that's kind of good and bad at the same time.
Yeah, Blackgate's a game I have to pick up. I'm gonna pick it up on the Vita, but right. I just I don't know. I went kind of crazy with the PS4 and all that fun jazz, so I kind of need to take my to kind of hold back. But I think at least before Christmas, I want to get like Mario 3D World, and I want to get the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, right. Just because I'm like a sucker for those. But
yeah, they look alright. What was I gonna say? But to be fair, there was more interesting games coming out on Wii U at launch than anything like on the PS4. I'm not interested in like any of the launch games.
Yeah.
Like that's just me though. Like I'm not interested in anything that's coming out on PS4 for a while. And the things that I am interested in are third-party games, like Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 15. Yeah, I'm excited for Final Fantasy 15.
I think a lot of people are. Don't kid yourself.
I know. I hope it's not a big fucking disappointment because, like, well, you know what? I'm one of the people that actually doesn't mind FF13, but I haven't beaten it yet, so I guess I can't really.
Lightning what the fuck was I gonna say? Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy 13-3. That's coming out. It's coming out real soon.
Is that coming out on PS3 or PS4 or both?
PS3.
Oh, okay. I'll probably get it then. I have number 1 and number 2, and I do plan on playing through them eventually. Got about 30 hours into 13, and like that's supposedly like when the game gets good. Like when you get to like the Calmlands kind of area. It's not called the Calmlands, but I keep calling it that because it just looks like the Calmlands for Final Fantasy X. But anyway, yeah, you get to that part, and that's apparently when the game gets good, and that's when I stop playing. So. Not that I had a problem with the game before that, but I don't know. I don't mind it being super linear, and some people who are listening to this are gonna make fun of me. I don't mind linearity in games, honestly. Yeah, every Final Fantasy game, in my opinion, was super linear. Just they had better ways of masking it instead of walking down a hallway. So
linearity is like super good in games. Like I don't know what the big deal is really. Like I don't know, I played Deadpool. That game's like linear beyond belief, but I had a good time with it despite playing it on like super hard mode.
Yeah.
A lot like God of War is pretty linear game, like some good game. There are good games that are linear. Nothing has to be totally open and crazy and give you like 500 hours of gameplay like Skyrim. Like Skyrim's awesome, but you can have a good game that's done in like a decent amount of time.
I think a lot of people went into that game like expecting like Skyrim or something, like an open world like American style RPG, which makes no sense. Like I don't know why you would criticize it for being linear, but then not criticize something like God of War, because God of War is one of the most linear games ever. And in all honesty, it plays exactly like the gameplay styles are different, but like literally anytime you go off the beaten path, you get some kind of upgrade, right? You get a Gorgonite or Feather to upgrade your health or magic. That's exactly how how Final Fantasy 13 is. Anytime you go off the beaten path, you get a potion. It's the same fucking thing. Just in God of War, the the combat's a little bit more interesting. But like the series has never evolved like God of War, but they're all great games with like a decent story. So
Yeah, that's true too. I haven't played all the God of War games. I've played Chains of Olympus. I played Ghost of Sparta, which is like my favorite. I played God of War 1 and 2, and I have to beat 2, and then I have to play 3, and then I have to play Ascension. But going back to the linearity in games, I think a pretty bold statement, and this is probably totally and utter ridiculous, but you could potentially argue that all games are linear to a point, because all games have a story with a beginning and an end. And eventually you're going to get to the end, which would then make it a linear experience.
Yeah.
Even though it's open world or whatever.
Yes, that includes games like WoW, because I mean, even though you beat the last boss and you can continue grinding for loot, it's still the end of the game. Like, you beat the boss.
Yeah.
Just people want to be the strongest, which, you know, whatever, that's a life choice, I guess.
Metagame.
Yeah.
Conversation's getting all over the place, eh?
Yeah, I know. What did we start out talking about?
Games?
Yeah, you were talking about the day one. I don't know how we got from fucking linear games to fucking day one.
That's how the conversation flows. It's like a river.
That always happens to us, eh?
It's like a river of magic that goes on a journey down a waterfall.
So, yeah, I'm just literally filming my screen with, like, Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard on there, because I've been going Pokemon crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably playing other games, but oh well.
What's your story with the Pokemon?
Oh, I beat Gen 6, and then I went hawk shopping and got like one game from every gen, and I've been playing them. They're all on GBA and DS. I got the GBA version of like I got Fire Red and Heart Gold and Emerald and Platinum, and then I have Black 1 and Black 2. And I got X and Y. That's how much I like X and Y. And then when Pokemon Bank comes out, I wonder how many Pokemon I'll have left in the Pokedex that I need.
Yeah, that's your goal. You're gonna fill out like the whole Pokedex.
Yeah, I think I'll be. I think like Mew is hard to get. And like stuff like Celebi and like a event only Pokemon that you have to like go to EB or whatever. Or some of them didn't even. Some of them you had to go to like Nintendo World and shit to get. So there's certain Pokemon like Pokemon that we can't even get in North America. So I'm sure somebody has them. I'm sure we're gonna Wonder Trade and get something ridiculous.
It's crazy. Talking about Pokemon. Seeing as how I have this lovely Legend of Zelda 3DS that I have in my hands that I haven't taken out of the box yet because I'm saving that for a rainy day.
Should do an unboxing video.
Yeah, I think I will. I'll do like a really cheap guerrilla style like unboxing video. What was I gonna say? Yeah, like I don't know if I can like transfer my Pokemon Y data over to my 3DS XL because I don't want to restart if I don't have to, and I kind of want to enjoy it on the bigger screens.
I think you can. It saves to the 3DS.
Yeah.
Or like it saves to your SD card, or does it save to the cartridge?
I don't know.
Huh. I'll check right now. But I mean, either way, it should be fine. I think you can actually transfer data from one to the other.
I mean, worst case scenario is I'll just end up getting Pokemon X. Like that's not a big deal.
That's your.
No, that'll be, and then I'll just play X on the big screen and Y on the small screen. Dun.
Oh man, I guess if I had to restart X, that would be pretty shitty. But if I have to restart Y, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
I'm not that far in it. Data management.
Nice.
Yes.
Look at.
What do I check? Save data.
I'm gonna come up with a cool nickname for you because Omega Dragon X is like way too long. I'm gonna call you Omega DX.
You can just call me Josh.
Yeah. I don't know. Omega DX sounds kind of cool too.
I don't see any save data for Pokemon.
Oh, okay. So maybe it saves to the cartridge, which would be nice, because then that way I could just play the games on this nice golden Zelda 3DS.
Oh, one thing you'll have to remember to download is the patch for Lumio City, though.
Yes. Don't want to forget about that. I never got a affected by that glitch anyway, though.
You know what happened? I patched it, and like I didn't experience the glitch, thank God, because I pumped like so many hours into that game. But anyway, I Nick was here, and I was playing and Wonder Trading and just running around Lumios, and I was on my rollerblades, and I clipped into an NPC, and I couldn't get out. I couldn't get out. I had to. I was like, I don't remember the last time that I saved, and I actually was doing shit and like progressing still, I think, or I think it was in Y, and I was progressing, and I clipped into a guy in my rollerblades, and I couldn't unclip from him, so I saved the game and crossed my fingers, and like then when I reloaded my save, I was thankfully nowhere near that gentleman that I clipped into. So, but yeah, I was like, what the fuck, man?
Nice.
So, I don't know. I think every Pokemon game's been glitchy since like the first ones, which were super glitchy. I was watching a speed run, Hellfire Comms there.
Oh, nice.
They like they were speed running like every Gen 1 game, like the Japanese ones included. It was pretty nuts.
Nice. I think all games have glitches. I think. I
don't think there's such a game that has no glitches. You're probably right.
Because like no game's perfect. I mean, I know review scores rate games as perfect, but like no game's perfect.
Right.
If a game was perfect, then people would be bored, and then they'd be like, "Why? Well, I already beat the perfect game. What else am I gonna do?"
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, did that third game with that level when you remember when Level 5 was doing crossovers on the 3DS and like they made Liberation Maiden and Crimson Shroud or whatever?
Yeah.
Did the third game ever come out?
I don't know.
Because I bought the other two and I still haven't really played Crimson Shroud, but it's like D&D style.
Isn't that series of games have a really ridiculous title like Guild 3 or something, or Guild?
I don't know. The names are ridiculous though, like Liberation Maiden and Crimson Shroud, like. But anyway.
Yeah.
I can't find save data for Pokemon. It must just have one save file. Like it must have like flash memory on the actual game card.
Okay.
I'm guessing because they've been flash memory since GBA, I think.
Sorry, I'm just looking at. I'm looking through my YouTube history. I found a really cool, trailer that I think you should watch.
Okay, I'll watch that after we're done here. And I think we've been going for like 30 minutes, so I think we should like.
Yeah, we'd probably still keep going.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, I don't know what's the limit for fucking video size on. Is there not one anymore?
No, there's no limit, man.
Yeah.
Because we, I guess.
Oh fuck.
Verified our accounts. Like, there's really no limit.
Right.
It's gonna suck for uploading because that's about it. But
that's okay.
I know this is a pretty crazy segment that everybody does. But what games you been playing?
What games have I been playing?
Yeah.
For the last couple days, Heart Gold, and I've put about 40 hours into it, and I'm only halfway through it.
Oh wow!
Can you believe that? It's a long game when you can't fucking frame skip through everything, like emulating.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
It's a lot. It's even longer than Pokemon X and Y. Fuck, like I beat X and Y in like 30 hours, like a piece.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you've been going Pokemon it up now for a couple of weeks there.
Yeah, I took a break from Pokemon after I beat X and was playing. I played Ascension finally, God of War Ascension. Beat that. It was decent. The single player campaign was kind of short, but I mean they're all kind of short games. But it might have been shorter than the PSP ones though. Like it felt short to me. Like. I don't know, but it was a good game. I didn't try the multiplayer because there's an online pass and I bought a used copy. But I also played... what did I play? What is it? Grand Theft Horse there. Red Dead Revolver.
Oh, right. Yeah,
that was good. I played, the Game of the Year edition, so I beat the DLC as well. That was a good game. what's his face? John Marsden can't win. That guy doesn't win, man. Nobody comes out of that one okay. But anyway. Yeah, what have you been playing lately?
Well, first, before I get into that thing, I'm going to send you a link for a 3DS game that looks mighty impressive. It looks kind of crazy, actually. It totally looks like Asian-inspired, but it looks pretty interesting. It's called Senran Kagura Burst.
Oh, yeah. That's, sounds legit.
Yeah, I know. But to answer your question as to what I've been playing, so it varies. It varies. Was playing Pokemon. I need to get back into it. I need to finish Y. And I played Heart Gold briefly. The PS4 came out, so I've been playing Knack. I actually progressed a little bit farther in Knack last night too.
Plug your Twitch, dude. What's your Twitch?
Oh yeah, www.twitchtv.com/Stagor
I'll link that in the description, but you should link it on Skype there because my Skype is up.
Yeah. 1 second. Let me load the page. But yeah, when I have time, I'm getting into like live streaming. So whoever's listening to this video, I applaud you.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not even twitchtv.com. It's twitch.tv. Nice.
Oh, really? It's different? Weird. Unless you changed it. But anyway, I don't know. You've been streaming. Nathan's been streaming Minecraft, which I was watching, but not all that interested in, to be honest.
Oh, did I get Nathan in on the like the streaming stuff?
Yeah, he's been streaming on Twitch there, some Minecraft, and he's got his own server, and they've got all kinds of mods and whatever. But I'm not interested in Minecraft, so.
Well, 90% of the world is, so there you go.
Yeah, apparently.
Channel. Okay, I'm gonna get the link to my channel. I'm gonna post it in the Skype chat. But once I'm done school, I'll probably be streaming regularly on weekends, and I need faster internets too.
Yeah, I know. Like, I don't know. It must be. I don't know. Must be the video signal's too strong for your internet.
Yeah. Well, because I think
does it stream at 1080p, man?
No, I think it only does 720.
Oh, okay.
There's the link to my channel, twitch.tv/StagorofTheTron, which seems to be a hit with a lot of people. People love the username. But yeah, streams every weekend going forward, and then when I have more free time, I guess whenever I feel like streaming, I'll hop on that. But getting back to what I've been playing, yeah, Knack's been good. It's still crazy hard on hard mode, but I progressed through that now. I think I'm in World 4. Started playing Killzone. It's okay, I guess. I beat like a couple missions. I've been playing Need for Speed Rivals. That's pretty awesome Need for Speed game, but I mean, Need for Speed is Need for Speed, and it just looks fantastic. And Battlefield 4 is awesome too. I mean, that's the thing. All the games on the PS4 look graphically awesome, and they play really, really good. It's just there's not that much of a selection of games.
Yeah,
but
it doesn't sound like there's much variety either. Like most of the games you mentioned are shooters.
Yeah, pretty much. But mostly like dibbles and dabbles. Like I haven't really sunk any time into the PS4 other than Knack, really. But that's still a pretty fun game. I've been playing Deadpool. I beat it this morning. That was pretty awesome. I'm satisfied. I'm probably gonna go back do some trophy hunting and get all the trophies. I'm pretty big in Skylanders right now. I'm still sinking some time into that.
I know we're gonna have an intervention for you soon there.
I haven't bought any new figures, but I've been playing the Skylanders. Took a little break from that. There's another game I've been playing, but I can't seem to think of it right now. No, that's about it. Yeah, Skylanders, Deadpool.
What about Vita? No Vita love or what?
Oh yeah, it's sitting there. It's sitting there, all nice and charged, just waiting.
Yeah, it's a paperweight.
It's not a paperweight. I need to like be in the mood for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I do have good games for it. Like, it's definitely not like a waste of money. It's just that I'm not playing it because I'm busy playing other things, and there's just like way too many games. But that's okay though. With time and perseverance, I will get through my game collection. It might take me 10 years, but
Oh my god, I know. I don't even think I have as many games as you there, but I feel like I'm drowning in games, especially on Steam. Like
oh yeah,
every time I look at my Steam account, I don't even want to play like games on Steam because if I'd have to make it my mission to finish off my list.
yeah, no kidding. Well, for me, like I want to build a gaming PC because I want to I don't know. Like, I just don't want it. I want to have, I want to make it seem like I have an unlimited amount of space for games, and that way, if I want to, push the hardware, I can push it.
Yeah.
And then that's why I also want to upgrade my internet, because there's a lot of games on my Steam account that I want to stream, because when it comes... Well, since we're on the topic of Steam, let's talk about Steam. A lot of my games on Steam are, really unique games. I have very little AAA titles when it comes to Steam. They're all independent games or really games that just don't make a whole lot of sense.
Nice. Give an example.
Well, let me load up my Steam list. I'll let you know. Let me sign into Steam.
Is that what you played Zombie Bowling on?
Yep.
On
that's a perfect example.
Yeah.
Casual gaming at its finest. Zombie Bowlerama.
They should port that to the Wii. Well, that would be good.
Make it HD-ish. Wait, the Wii doesn't support HD.
They should port it to the Wii U and have motion control. Motion plus control for a bowling game. That would be the most ridiculous bowling game ever.
I'm still waiting for Mario Bowling. I shit you not. Ever since Wii Sports came out, I was like, "Fuck! Why doesn't Nintendo be like?" Because they've done every other sport. So why don't they just make a bowling game? I would buy that instantly because I'm a sucker for bowling games.
You know what I want, but I'll fucking flip my shit again. Fucking Super Punch Out Wii U.
Oh, that'd be fucking amazing.
Oh my god, the one on the Wii pissed me off so much.
We didn't beat it.
No,
well,
we didn't beat it, but
Well, we beat it, but we didn't beat it.
Need to make a reaction video to that fucking game. That fucking game probably shaved 10 years off my life because I raged so hard at it.
So I have my Steam list open, so I'll name you some of the crazy fucking games I have.
Okay.
Zombie Driver, which is some crazy top-down driving game where you just run over zombies. I have Wizorb, which is an old school breakout stuff, like a block breaker game where you have the little paddle and it goes back and forth, but it's got RPG elements in it.
Yeah.
I have
Seems like you have more AAA titles than you thought.
I don't even think that's a AAA title.
No, I mean because you're not saying things.
Apparently I have Lone Survivor, the director's cut. I don't even remember buying that.
Is that a separate release?
Yeah.
I think I have that too. Wait, is that the one where you wake up, in a house, and then you just have to survive, and it's 8-bit?
Yeah.
16-bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I bought the director's cut. I think I bought the original, though.
I have Jamestown, which is kind of like a shmup.
Oh, yeah? It was a Western?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
See, I haven't heard of any of these games except for Lone Survivor.
I just launched a game. Holy moly, this is gonna get loud.
Oh shit, son.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna quit the game. That's weird. I didn't even click on it. It just started it. I was like, okay.
I'm not editing this at all. So.
That's fine. Whatever.
I wonder if I could put this as a podcast too.
Well, this pretty much is a podcast.
It is. We're podcasting right now. Woo!
I have this game called Bunny Must Die, Chelsea and the Seven Devils.
Yeah, I heard it. That one, actually, I was thinking about buying it, and then I didn't.
That game's fucking hard, man. Holy crap! It's interesting though because, uh, it's like a Castlevania type game, but you basically build your actions. So like when you start the game, you can only move in one direction. So I thought the game was broken, and I'm like, is my gamepad not working? But then like it's one of those games where as you collect different items, it adds more stuff to your game,
Yeah,
and it's like really weird and stuff.
right on. That sounds pretty. I'm trying to get a hold of Floyd. He'll like pop on with us.
Nice, nice.
Why not?
Yeah. I've Garshasp, the Monster Slayer, and Temple of the Dragon. That's like a God of War style game. That's like kind of indie. Yeah, I'm trying to get into the whole like indie game scene and stuff. Like it's like that's a huge gaming scene in on its own. But primarily for Steam, it's primarily games that you can't get on console, or if Microsoft decides to do like an Xbox port to the PC, then I'll grab it. So
Nice.
but there are definitely some games that I'd like to live stream, but I need the internet and the horsepower to do it. So, but that's basically it. Like,
It's because you're boot camping a Mac, though. If you spent half the money you spent on your Mac, you'd have like a fucking big bitch cockroach computer. Like,
yeah, should have said that to me 2 years ago when I decided to fail college.
pretty sure we called you a hipster and told you to get a real computer.
Yeah, probably.
And you were like, no, fucking Photoshop and everything I need works better on fucking...
That wasn't me at all.
Sounds like something you would say.
I guess so.
Okay, fuck, Floyd's hopping on. They're going by the seat of our pants. He might leave when he finds out it's fucking podcast in the making.
Nice.
And I apologize to everybody whose name shows up because they can see my Skype right now, but too fuck bad.
Jump and shoot, man. Fox McCloud.
That's right. I'm personal friends with Fox McCloud.
Word.
Is he joining the call, Zizzle, or what?
Maybe his mic's muted.
I don't know. Did he join?
It says it's connected.
Whoa, why is my Skype like glitching out? I wish you could see this.
Skype's twitching out like
No mic, cause you sucks. Cox. Wait, I can't even type. Cox and dicks.
What's going on?
Nice, he did. See, this is why we're brothers. Anyway. Your mother's. Fucking mic it up. Fuck, anyways, what were we talking about?
Stuff.
Alright, on.
Games we've been playing.
Okay, well, he's technically part of the conversation now. Oh,
Cool.
I hope everybody could see this. But anyway, yeah. Fucking right. Yeah. I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm sitting on the floor, it's over there, and I'm here, so I'm not moving. Well, way to go.
Nice. That's how everyone rolls. Everyone rolls by not moving.
That's okay. If we bring up Mega Man, he'll like fucking talk for like another hour on top of whatever we're at right now.
Mega Man's friggin' awesome.
Not anymore, man. Oh my god, Mighty Number 9, there you go.
Yeah, Mighty Number 9. That game's gonna blow my mind. Yeah. Mighty Number 9's gonna be insane. Crazy spiritual successor to Mega Man by the man himself.
KJ Inafune, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's fucking elite gaming.
Yeah, can he hear us? He can totally hear us.
Yeah,
Oh my god. Come on, Floyd, join the combo, man. We're doing a podcast right now. Don't you want to be part of my aspirations?
Nice.
No. What an asshole. Oh, man.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Oh, man. Anyway, what a lame ass. Everybody can see what you're typing. Well, I hope they can.
Nobody could see nothing.
Well, They can see you howling at the moon.
No, we're not on the PS4. We're just on a Skype call.
PS4? No, we're not. No, we're not streaming through Twitch. I am recording the screen though, so.
Nice. Recording the screen.
Yeah, so they can see. They can see Skype.
Josh has turned into Big Brother. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, I'm watching you, man. Oh, did you hear Xbox One? Apparently, well, I don't know if it's actually true, but apparently the dev kits can like see through your clothes. Well, not see through your clothes, but there was definitely a penis. So.
Yeah, I believe it.
Floyd, get your fucking mic, dude.
I believe it.
Yeah, I know. We were watching.
This conversation's going off the rails. We had focus. Now we don't got no focus. Now we're talking about fucking penises and Xboxes.
You know what? Also, Killer Instinct. I was watching gameplay of it. Looks pretty legit. I'm not gonna say it's a console seller for me, but
I think it is. I don't know. I played it at Fan Expo, and like it was solid when I played it.
Yeah.
But now that it's out and I've actually seen footage, and you know, I guess if you're like an avid fighting game fan, you're probably gonna like drool all over it. But it's still missing like a lot of features.
Yeah, which they're gonna be adding in through like paid DLC.
I hope it's not. Well, it's probably going to be paid. The way I understand it is they're going to do seasons. So right now they have 8 characters. I think there's only 6 right now that are available, and I think they're going to release. Apparently, it's Spinal and Fulgore, and I think they're going to release them really soon.
Yeah.
And then they're just going to be doing like season 2, and they're still working on a story mode and all that jazz, and they still want to add more things. So eventually, like, Killer Instinct is a platform, and they're just like gonna build upon it. Let's see what Floyd's typing. Okay, Spinal's coming out around January.
Yeah. Okay. Get your mic, man. Get your mic.
I heard Fulgore's coming out in March. Yeah, that's cool.
Get your mic, you big beach.
And but I mean, right now it's pretty solid. I've watched gameplay. It runs like solid at like whatever the frame rate is, which I think is 60. And I haven't seen any crazy hiccups, and it's pretty fucking awesome.
No, I tried it at Fan Expo too, and it was definitely fun. Major dubstep over there. I don't care. How loud is it? Let's hear it.
Rub step, rub, 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 rub.
Why is there loud dubstep? Oh, is it downstairs?
I don't know. Maybe Floyd's listening to dubstep.
Well, he lives above a bar, and it's not as cool as you think it is if you watch How I Met Your Mother. So, I'm just gonna say that.
Nice.
See, he knows.
Yeah, right on. Good stuff. I guess we're going full circle. We're talking about the Xbox One again.
Yeah, we got back to it.
Dead Rising 3 looks fantastic.
Isn't it out?
That is out.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. Like, it looks fantastic.
I haven't seen any. I haven't looked up anything about it. I haven't watched any reviews or anything, so I don't know what anybody's saying about it. But I'm assuming it's a good game. The other two were good.
I watched a lot. I think Angry Joe did like a live stream of it, and he's like, I think he found the controls a little bit clunky, but
Right.
It looks solid, and it looks like a much more like darker, grittier like Dead Rising. Like, I know Dead Rising 2 and the other one was like kind of comedic because they had like Frank West, but this one, it seems like a much more grittier type game, and they went for like a GTA style because apparently it's like open world.
Yeah.
And they incorporated vehicles, which is cool. And apparently, I don't know if this is true or not. I think it is. Apparently, you can like upgrade your vehicles and like do like armor plating and all that crazy shit. And then it has like the weapon crafting system from Dead Rising 2. And then the big kicker is the secret Mega Man X costume.
Yeah.
That's the huge unlockable, which looks fucking fantastic.
I wonder how you unlock it.
I don't know, but it's ballin'.
I just wish they would like bite the bullet and release a Mega Man game instead of just making him like a cameo and everything.
Yeah, I know.
But it's kind of cool, and the not gonna happen. Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, yeah, I know exactly. Capcom's just like Mega Man right now. I think is Capcom's like trump
Oh,
card.
and I heard they're not doing too well either. They're like kind of, people are saying Nintendo's not doing good. Well, apparently Capcom's doing really, really poorly.
Yeah, we need like 10 different versions of Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, Floyd is pissed off about Street Fighter Ultimate or whatever. I'm okay with it. As it's a good game, and as long as they keep adding shit that is actually decent, then I don't have a problem with it. But because then when they do make Street Fighter 5, people aren't gonna like it. Watch, I guarantee people that are complaining that Street Fighter 4 needs to die are gonna be like really disappointed with Street Fighter 5. Like as bad as people were disappointed with number 3. Like that.
I don't know. I think Street Fighter is like a different beast because it's not anything new. Like this isn't a new philosophy that Capcom has. If you look back to like the Super Nintendo, how many versions of Street Fighter 2 did we get? We got like 5 or 6 of them. So they're just like, shifting that mentality over to like the modern games. And people are just pissed off because now it's DLC, and and then it's just like, but I think with DLC, seeing as how it's more easily accessible, they're just releasing it faster. So it just seems like, oh man, I just started playing this game and now they already got version 2, which upsets people. But this isn't a new concept. Capcom's always done it.
Right. Oh, did you hear that they're people trying to use the Skype app on Xbox One, or like some people are banned from it for like cursing?
Yeah.
Did you hear about that? Isn't that so fucked up?
People are also trying to have sex with Kinect, like.
Oh yeah, and people were like streaming themselves having sex through the Kinect camera, eh? Like when they were streaming games on PS4.
Yeah.
Or not the Kinect, but the PlayStation Eye or whatever they call the camera.
No, it's the same for both, man.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah, I know. So I don't know.
Streaming themselves having sex through Xbox One as well.
Yeah, it was through both consoles.
Right.
It was hilarious.
Well, because like on Twitch, you can like monetize it, right? And people can send you money. So I mean, like,
yeah.
I guess people do that. I've never seen a Twitch where do people do that on Twitch, or does Twitch not allow sexual content either?
I would imagine Twitch doesn't allow sexual content.
Right.
I've never seen like porno on Twitch, and I definitely don't want to. I definitely don't want to see it start.
Right. I know, and then there's talks that they might take the Twitch functionality out of the PS4, which I think would be such a bad idea. But I mean, if people are going to abuse it like that, then I mean.
But let's be honest, we kind of saw it coming anyway, because people are just crazy, and they're like, let's do something that'll get us banned.
Yeah, well, I don't know if they're getting. Well, hopefully they get banned. I mean, like, obviously you can't really stop it until it starts, right? So that's the thing that sucks about it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Hopefully people wise up and don't whip their dick out and stuff. I could see like people doing that in COD too, like.
Well, okay. If this is gonna be the new trend of creating like porno on Twitch channels, at least have sex to classy games and not Call of Duty. If you're gonna like choose a game to have sex to, like, I don't know, Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Or like yeah, strip poker. Strip poker's still cool.
Just get your mic, dude. You're such a burnout.
That's funny. Shit.
Because, I can't have my Skype up forever, because I'm sure the people that are online aren't going to appreciate their names being on there. Fuck them. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. He said it as I fucking said it. Nice.
That's what you call unison.
Yep. But, I don't know. Personally, when I get a PS4, I'm going to be streaming all the time, and I hope that it's still fucking intact when I do get one.
I want them to enable the functionality to archive the footage. That would be fantastic. Cause,
that's probably coming.
Well, because I know Twitch doesn't keep the broadcasts all the time. It's not permanent. I think after so many days, it goes it goes away or whatever, but it would be nice to archive it to YouTube because I think like the 2 streams that I did were like pretty solid despite technical difficulties and all that stuff. Like I think I have a good live commentary mechanic. Maybe that's how I should do all my Let's Plays, just like fucking do it live. I seem to have a better dynamic live than I do with post.
Yeah, actually, when me and John did some parts, it depends. Depends if you have shit to talk about, right?
Oh, you can talk about anything.
Yeah. What about
anything?
What about Mighty Number 9? I mean, like, we all backed it, didn't we?
Yeah, Mighty Number 9. We all backed
eh?
it. I pledged an obscene amount of money.
100. Yours was like over 100, eh?
No, fuck, like 200 and something.
Oh, you got the $250 thing?
Yeah, with the hardcover art book and the crazy beta thing and the whole
gangster, man.
Fucking the whole shit. That is a project that deserves backing.
Oh, it got its funding.
Yeah, no, it fucking blew away records.
I feel bad for like any game that came out around the same time, like on Kickstarter, because I have a feeling a lot of things didn't get funded that we haven't even heard about because nobody cared about them.
No, I don't necessarily think that. I think Kickstarter is its own entity, and people are gonna back what they want to back. It comes down to word of mouth and stuff like that. And
yeah, I definitely Facebooked the shit out of Mighty Number 9. I don't know if I convinced anybody to back it, but I tried. But like, not that it needed it. They got like $4 million, man.
Yep, that's a lot of money.
They met all their stretch goals except for like mystery ones. They couldn't even come up with any more goals. That's how many goals they fucking met.
Random question, since we're talking about Mighty Number 9, what would you do with $4 million?
Fund Mighty Number 9. No, I don't know. I don't know. Some kind of medical research, I guess. No, but like imagine if like gamers got that passionate about something else, like what they would do. I don't know, but oh well.
It would save the world.
Maybe.
Oh, let's see here.
What? Does anyone know what happened with the Capcom agreement? What are you talking about?
Oh, like
Oh, yes.
Like, if Capcom was gonna publish it, I haven't heard anything.
Well, it was just an off comment that KJ Inafune made in an interview. He said if Capcom offered, he wouldn't be opposed to them publishing it. I don't know if they approached him. I think that was kind of like it could go one of two ways. It was either like the Japanese way of like telling them to fuck off, because like he's like, look at the money I got, and like for like an off Mega Man game that like you guys could have got the money for, but like you like killed the character because you're mad at me. Or it could have been legitimate, where he's like, yeah, I don't give a shit.
I don't think it was a stunt or a stint, but I mean, I think Inafune is gonna leave it in the hands of Capcom, because he doesn't need Capcom to publish it.
No, I'm sure anybody will like anybody worth their fucking weight. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure anybody will publish that game happily, because look at the reaction it got on just Kickstarter.
Yeah,
it got funded in like 48 hours or like 24 hours or something.
He has his own company too, so I mean, his own company can publish it too. Speaking of Concept, which is the name of his company, the new Ninja Gaiden game, Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z, looks fantastic, or Z or whatever. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about it.
It's really interesting. Actually, yeah, Team Ninja or Tecmo or whatever, they decided to publish it, so they made this game called Yaiba, and it's about a character that's like kind of like a cyborg, and he fights zombies. But then because Team Ninja took over it, they were like, why don't we put a Ninja Gaiden spin on it, where the character you play was actually killed by Ryu Hayabusa. So now Ryu Hayabusa is the bad guy as opposed to the good guy. Or maybe it's going to be like twists in between.
Oh, like they're going to work together or something? Like, you think, like in the story or something?
I think they're going to brutally murder each other, but That's
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's gonna be like the end of both characters.
well, technically the character you're playing is already dead. He just got resurrected as a cyborg, and then he just wants vengeance on Ryu Hayabusa because he murdered him.
Right. But like, was he a bad guy or what?
I don't know. It's like some unnamed, like, random ninja that Ryu Hayabusa slaughtered. I mean, obviously they're gonna create a backstory for him, but that's
Right.
the way they're going in. Apparently, the game looks friggin' bloody and violent, and
What style of game is it?
probably like Ninja Gaiden.
Like
It's gonna be like a hack and slash.
like 3D or?
Yeah, like a 3D hack and slash.
And that's on next gen, like PS4,
No,
well, current gen, I guess.
It's gonna be PS3 because I mean Sony's gonna be supporting the PlayStation 3 till at least 2017, 18. So
Right on.
there's PS3 is still gonna have a lot of juice. They just announced Persona 5 actually like yesterday. So PlayStation 3 is gonna be kicking for a long time,
Right on, man.
very long time.
Yeah, like they definitely have a good lineup. I'm just not interested in anything currently. Like, and the things I am interested in aren't fucking console exclusive. Like I said, just Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 15. If either of those gets released relatively soon, like, I'm gonna go get a PS4. But I know they're not gonna be out for like a year or two. So.
Those should be exclusives.
Well, I don't know. Final Fantasy hasn't been exclusive for ages. I mean, Square publishes fucking Final Fantasy games on everything now.
I know.
Like, if it has like some kind of memory in it, like, they're gonna publish a game on it. That's like their strategy. They're just like hitting up everything. They just released or it's releasing soon. It's either just released or releasing soon. Final Fantasy IV: The After Years for iOS. It's like a 3D port.
Nice.
Nice. If
Floyd.
you want to play Pokemon, piece. Yeah, he actually picked up that $45 copy of Pokemon XD at the Hawk Shop the other day.
Oh,
Like,
did he?
He went. He was like, "Fuck it, I'm getting it."
Oh man, that sucks. Because I paid like $14 for mine.
What, recently?
Like last year, like last January when like that EB in the South End like just opened up.
Yeah.
I went there and they still had like GameCube and PS2 games. And what did I buy there? I bought like these crazy games. I got Killer 7. I got Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. I got Odama for the GameCube, which is that crazy like pinball, fucking crazy like feudal Japan pinball game.
Yeah.
And then I got Devil May Cry 1 and Devil May Cry 2.
Yeah, that was they opened just before they phased out like PS2 and GameCube games, eh?
Yeah, so I grabbed a couple of good lots there.
Yeah, no doubt.
Another good lot I grabbed there, and I probably mentioned this before. I went there, and some guy was trading in like his whole PS2 collection or whatever.
Yeah.
And I just noticed some games that kind of stuck out like sore thumbs, and I was like, fuck, I need these games, but I don't have physical cash on me. All I had is plastic. So I was like, well, I'll come back the next day, and hopefully they're not gone. And sure enough, they were all there, stacked in a nice little neat row. And so I just grabbed a giant stack of games.
Nice.
So I grabbed Dragon Quest VIII, boxed and complete. I grabbed Rogue Galaxy, boxed and complete. Dark Cloud 1 and 2, boxed and complete. And Xenosaga 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Star Ocean 3 or Till the End of Time or whatever that is.
Yeah, that's basically number 3. I mean,
yeah, so I grabbed all these like killer PS2 RPGs.
right on. That's great. Yeah, I own like all of those already. I got them all when they were new. Fuck, you need to play Dragon Quest VIII. Sorry, that's probably the best one in the series.
Nice, I'll have to play it. Guaranteed.
So fucking good, dude. You know what I need to play, and I just remembered that I own it. Fucking Dragon Quest 7.
Oh, nice.
And I actually got it for a decent price too. I don't think it's one of the rare like ones, but I picked that up.
It definitely is.
Really? I got it for not too bad. I think like 30 or 40.
It's definitely one of the. But it's not going to be rare anymore because they're re-releasing it for 3DS. I think.
Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna get that, even if I don't play the one on PS1. If they give it like a proper like, I wonder if they're gonna give it a makeover. If they're gonna use like the DS Dragon Quest engine, or if they'll make like a new engine more like Pokemon X.
Probably do like a mix. They'll probably do a mix, probably like the DS one, and then switch it up.
Because like the Chrono Trigger port on DS is basically just the game with like some touchscreen stuff that they added, and like an extra boss. So they didn't like they added literally almost nothing. Oh, and the PlayStation cutscenes, though, that were on the PlayStation version, they added those in. But other than that, it was basically just the PlayStation 1 port with an extra boss.
Yeah, but if you're gonna make a game for the 3DS, like you have no excuse. Like you have to make it awesome.
Yeah, I mean, like Ocarina of Time, I was on the fence about getting it actually when I got my 3DS, and honestly, I have no regrets getting it at all. Not only do you get the game, it gets a shiny like new graphics engine, extra polygons and everything, and they added the Master Quest version, which they even like changed it so it's like mirrored. So like not only are the dungeon layouts different, but they're also mirrored. So it makes it even crazier.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
And then they just added stuff like you can change your boots on the fly to make like certain dungeons just flow better, and water temple,
Well, that's like Star Fox 64 3D. I had like no intention of like ever buying that because I was like, oh, it's just like a simple N64 port. And holy Christ, was I wrong? Like, it's totally worth getting, especially if you get it for like really cheap, because not only did they give the graphics like a complete overhaul, which like makes it look fantastic, but there's like two different game modes. There's like the new game mode, which is kind of like you choose where you want to go. Like you don't have to, you don't have to stick to a certain path. You kind of just choose where you want to go.
Yeah.
And then they have like the classic game mode where you have your specific routes and stuff. And then I think it has like online play and stuff too. Right. Or no, it was supposed to, but they took it out, I think.
Right.
But like it's still worth it. Like it's totally worth it to replay Star Fox 64. And like a lot of because like with the N64, with the graphics being all like polygonal and like really sharp and rigid, like some of the levels are like much more refined. Like I don't know if you remember Star Fox 64, but there's this level, I think it's Aquas, where you're in the friggin' submarine. Yeah. In the N64 version, it was like pitch black, and I just remember like, going through on this slow sub with your little flashlight, trying to like navigate your way through the dark oceans. Yeah. But in the 3DS version, they polished everything up and made the terrain actually like visible. So like they still kept it dark, but like just with a little bit of light to say that you can like what the heck you're doing and you're not crashing into walls and stuff. Right. And then they fixed up a lot of that stuff. So definitely worth playing. It's probably going to look awesome on the XL too.
Oh yeah. I'm sure. I'm honestly going to replay through a lot of my 3DS collection when and if I get a 3DS XL. Yes. But I'm going to put a pin on this right now, just so it doesn't take like 10 years to export this file.
Yeah.
And then we'll continue in a second. I'm also going to get a drink.
Oh, nice. Oh, you still want to keep going? How long have we been doing this?
An hour and 15 minutes almost.
Oh, actually, you know what? I think that's pretty good for like a podcast length.
Yeah, that's okay. Then we're gonna quit here then.
Yeah, nice.
All right, part 1 done. Okay, see you guys next time.
Yeah, later, guys.